just leaving the Katherine car park and we've just about asphyxiated ourselves because one of the gas canisters for cooking was leaking because we'd put a toiletry bag on top of it. So unless we'd found that out at this point, we may never have reached Kununurra. We might have exploded in the middle of the desert or just fallen asleep at the wheel, and we would have been found peacefully sleeping. Good beginnings. We're on the Victoria Highway between Katherine and Timber Creek on the way to Kununurra. And there's green grass, not just at this point. Lots of cattle stations, and we're in the Victoria River region now, which has lots of tabletops and rivers. And we're coming up to the Victoria River Roadhouse. We're in the Gregory National Park in a rest area. If you walk down there, there's crocodiles in the water. So it's all very pretty. We're actually eating outside the car. It's very cloudy. It rained last night, so the weather's not quite... There's all sorts of anti-things on the table. And as we left Katherine, we saw a sign that said, you can't take fruit and vegetables into Western Australia. Of course, we'd just brought up on fresh veggies from a Woolies in Katherine thinking there won't be anything fresh till we get to Geraldton. Now we've got to ditch it. So the apples there, precious gold, were $1.20 each. We have 6. So between here and the Western Australian border, we're going to eat 3 apples each. The lettuce froze in the fridge last night, so that's Christmas. That's gone. But the only thing is we put all the other apples in the esky, which is in the back under stuff. So Chris is looking really happy there. Oh, this is the Victoria River. Okay, let's have a... Oh, look at that. Nice. No crocodiles sunning themselves. There's no sun. We're in the Victoria River area. Just got those cockies. And this is where the river comes up to, the floodplain. And there's the escarpment, goes all the way around. This is the river bed. We're standing in the river bed. This is where they launch the boats. And there's the water at the moment, because it's the dry season. So there's the water of the Victoria River, which has a mighty floodplain. Probably caused the early settlers all sorts of problems. And as usual, it has crocodiles. Here the cicadas as usual. And there's a red-backed, brown-hatted species, often seen on boat ramps taking photos with their mobile phone. They're rare in this area. Yeah, it's just a perfect spot for their nests, isn't it? Because they lay them in that kind of dense grass. We're on the old river, Victoria River crossing, which you can tell by the bumping. It's been left not touched for 100 years, I imagine. Just leaving the old crossing. You can see the grey building. We've stopped at a spot on the Victoria Highway just before we get to Timber Creek. We're just at Timber Creek over there. And there's a memorial for Mary Durack, who was the author of a famous early Australian literature novel called Kings and Green Castles, about her life in the big station. This is Timber Creek. There's a petrol station. It's got a supermarket. We'd have to eat another $1 apple. Got a caravan park. Oh, sorry. You're getting petrol. $1.98 a litre. We've just had lunch. The toilets were dreadful. They're Aboriginal trackers who helped the Knackaroos survive in this harsh environment. You always felt safe when you had an Aborigine with you.
Headquarters at Katherine companies are based on the Gregory Roper and Ord Rivers.
Patrol the northern coastal areas looking for signs of enemy activity. The unit consisted of 550 men and employed 60 Aboriginal people, the Knackaroos.
Somewhere in Australia where the sun is a curse and each day is followed by another slightly worse, and the brick red dust blows thicker than the shifting desert sand, and the men dream and wish for a fair and greener land. Somewhere in Australia where the mail is always late, where a Christmas card in April is considered up to date, where we never have a payday and we never pay the rent, but we never miss the money because we never get it spent. Somewhere in Australia where the ants and lizards play and 100 fresh mosquitoes reinforce the ones you slay. So take me back to good old Sydney where I can hear the tramway bell, for this godforsaken place is just a substitute for hell.
Just realised that the protection unit we just saw, the 4 jeeps that we saw at one of the waterfalls, was the modern day version of that, protecting Australia from the north. Not watching where I'm going here. And there you can see the Victoria River meandering through the escarpments. I'll go in. There you go. Should get the river then. There's the escarpments. There's the river. This is the Victoria River, so wide. And this is the Philip Bradshaw Bridge, built by the Defence Forces, who live over there, organising their business. Chris has gone to get a photo of the big fat one for Facebook. You just get them in little clumps. Here we go. Watch out for snakes. There he is. I'm taking a photo of Chris taking a photo. There we go. The excitement's building up. The tension's too much for the spectators. When's the shot going to happen? Soon? Oh, it's about to happen, everybody. There, pay attention. Cameras at the ready. Oh, no, there's a problem.
The phone's clouded up.
Oh, no, can't take the photo because the the mobile's clouded. Don't leave yet. Don't leave. Yes, just hold on. Don't go out to make your cup of tea. It's going to happen. Just stay strong. There we go. I think there's the moment. He's reaching for the clicking button. No, there's another problem. I'll go and get your cup of tea. By the time you come back, we'll be ready. Got your cup of tea? All right, sit down, relax. Here we go again. Attention. There we go. I think it's the moment that the button is being pressed. It's happening right now. Oh, and there's a leg shake as well. 2 leg shakes. What great value for money this is. 2 leg shakes, and we're trying to get this photo of someone taking a photo. There we go. There was the tap on the screen, and I heard the click. Did you hear the click? It's done. Cheers! A crowd is cheering. Oh my goodness, that was all too much. We've been watching the clouds coming closer and closer, and then you can see the rain coming down. So I don't know, it's ahead of us. I don't know if we were going through it or if it's drying up before it touches earth. And there's another bit just over there that's having a little downpour. A little bit of a cry. It's a sad day. Off in that direction is Argyle Ord River Station, where Sarah Henderson lived, and her daughters still run the station. She died of breast cancer and then did a lot of fundraising for breast cancer. Great books, 3 wonderful books. I can't remember the names of them, but do read them. Come back here and look at the stories of the oldest daughter with the grader getting involved. It was great adventures. And yes, go and stay there now and live the station life. Oh, that's never works. Live the station life. Just had the 7th degree from the quarantine department, and we've been declared fit to travel. And this is actually where the Kimberley starts, I noticed. Did you see the sign up ahead? Yeah. Well, needless to say, I'm dying because we had the door open. We're going to see Lake Argyle, which is the Ord River Dam up to make water for us to grow lots of things. We used to grow a lot of rice there. I don't know what else. All right. Here's the Argyle Dam. Lake Argyle. The dam's coming up. And the Ord River's on the other side of it. There's the Dam board, and Mary Durac's house is next door because they owned the property and ran cattle here before it all got dammed up. Yeah, the dam cracked, we're in for a bit of a shock. Can't stop here because the rocks might fall down. Outlet valve. Oh, just pushing my tummy. This is the Ord River side. It's still pretty. There's a fair amount of water in it. The river that they're letting through. We're in Kununurra early in the morning. This is the lake, Kununurra. Freshwater crocodiles live here, but one salty has been seen walking across the causeway. This view has not been corroborated, but then you never know. Some palm trees, these are the cottages. Around this one here, some lovely paper barks in front of us. Alright, and I'm just going to show you the inside of this hut. We're awake early, and these beautiful flowers we always have around us. They have them in Queensland as well, in orange and pink. Oh, there's the veranda. The view of the lake. Had a view of moonlight last night shining on the lake. It was lovely. And here we have, oh, we're watching the, what's that one? The Barrier Reef on the television. This is the lounge. The traveller. Yeah, okay. We had a kitchen, but we didn't cook last night. Bathroom. Did have a resident gecko and 2 daddy long legs, but they're not existent anymore. Our bed, it might be a view from the bedroom window. Let's have a look. Oh yeah, some trees. We're just leaving Kununurra on our way to Bungle Bungles, and this is the caravan park on the lake. Frangipanis, mango trees,